Crown Princess Mary of Denmark begins her 3-day visit to Fiji. The Belgian royal court makes an announcement regarding Princess Elisabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant. And King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain host a luncheon at Palacio Real de Madrid. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for April 25th, 2023. In Madrid, Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain hosted a luncheon in honor of the 2022 Miguel de Cervantes Premio Literatura en Lengua Castellana winner, Mr. Rafael Cadenas, held at Palacio Real de Madrid. Born in Venezuela in 1930, Mr. Cadenas is well known for his works including Una Isla, De Rota, and Ars Poetica, to name a few. According to the Spanish royal court, in the 1960s, Mr. Cadenas was a part of the La Tabla Rodanda, a group of Venezuelan authors and poets that included Arnaldo Acosta Bello, Eduardo Acevedo, and Darlo Lancini, to name a few. The Miguel de Cervantes and the Ministerio de Cultura y Deporte jury awarded the prize to Mr. Rafael Cadenas for his vast and extensive literary work and, in quote, recognition of the significance of a creator who has made poetry a reason for his own existence and has taken it to the heights of excellence in the Spanish language. Cadenas' work is one of the most important and demonstrates the transforming power of the word when language is pushed to the limit of its creative possibilities. Cadenas makes words distill their dazzling essence, placing them in a dual territory of sleep and wakefulness, and making his poems a profound expression of existence itself and of the universe, also placing them in a dimension that is both mystical and earthly, end quote. As I noted in yesterday's episode, Mr. Rafael Cadenas is the first Venezuelan to receive the prestigious Miguel de Cervantes Premio de Literatura en Lengua Castellana. In Brussels, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians presided over the presentation of the Bayet Latour Biomedical Award during a ceremony at the Palais des Académies. Established in 2022, the Bayet Latour Biomedical Award is an initiative of the Bayet Latour Fund and is awarded annually to support the careers of promising young researchers in the field of biomedical sciences in Belgium. Quote, this support extends over a period of 5 years and includes a research grant worth 1 million euros, end quote. The 2023 Bayet Latour Biomedical Award winner went to Miss Isabel Betts from KU Leuven. Meanwhile, the Belgian royal court announced that Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, accompanied by Her Royal Highness Princess Elisabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, will attend a reception on the occasion of the coronation of Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom on Friday, May 5th at Buckingham Palace in London. As I reported 2 weeks ago, with a huge thank you, by the way, from a very kind source in Brussels, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde will attend the coronation in London on Saturday, May 6th at Westminster Abbey. And this morning, the Belgian royal court officially confirmed that Their Majesties will attend the coronation. Yay! I'm looking forward to this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually looking forward to the coronation. It's going to be pretty fabulous. At least I hope so. On Saturday, in Brussels, Their Royal Highnesses Prince Laurent and Princess Claire of Belgium, accompanied by their children, His Royal Highness Prince Emerick of Belgium, His Royal Highness Prince Nicholas of Belgium, and Her Royal Highness Princess Louise of Belgium, participated in the 35th edition of Tel Aviv Telethon held at the Louvre Expo. The one-week telethon raised over 11.2 million euros for the National Fund for Scientific Research. In Tokyo, Their Imperial Majesties Emperor Norihito and Empress Masako of Japan visited the company Sanku this morning on the occasion of the Disabled Persons Week. According to NHK, the company employs 71 individuals with physical and/or intellectual disabilities. During today's visit, the Emperor and Empress met with a representative from the company who informed their Imperial Majesties about the history of the company, their daily operations, and much more. The Emperor and Empress also met with several employees working at a cafe. The Emperor and Empress were delighted when one of the baristas designed a heart in his latte, and the Emperor smiled and said, quote, "You're very good at it. How did you do that? May I take a closer look?" End quote. Holding the latte in his hand, the Emperor said, quote, "Let's see," with a smile on his face. "Wonderful. Thank you so much." End quote. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden held a farewell audience this afternoon with the Ambassador of Angola to Sweden, His Excellency Jorge Correa, at the Kungliga Slottet. Also in Stockholm, Their Royal Highnesses Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia of Sweden attended a seminar entitled Towards a More Inclusive Society, held at the Karolinska Institute. The seminar was organized by KIND, or KIND, and the Center for Neurodevelopmental Disorders at the Karolinska Institute. According to the Swedish Royal Court, during the seminar, lectures focused on, quote, neuropsychiatric impairments, the research surrounding them, and what treatment can be used, end quote. Last evening, Her Majesty Queen Sylvia of Sweden attended a spring concert organized by the Musik på Slottet, held inside the Rikssalen at the Kungliga Slottet. Last evening, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, as patron of the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, accompanied by the Minister for Development Cooperation and Global Climate Policy, Mr. Dan Jorgensen, arrived in beautiful Suva, Fiji. According to the Danish Royal Court, the focus of this visit will be on the consequences of climate change in the South Pacific. Moreover, how destruction and evacuations in the wake of climate change can lead to, end quote, increased risk of sexual and gender-based violence, and how the health system works to protect women and girls in vulnerable situations, end quote. Upon their arrival in the capital of Suva on the island of Viti Levu, the Crown Princess, Minister Jorgensen, and the Executive Director of the United Nations Population Fund, Ms. Natalia Kanim, were warmly welcomed to the island with a traditional Fijian welcoming ceremony. I don't believe the Crown Princess, nor the Minister, nor Ms. Karim actually drank any kava. And if you know what kava is, and you know what it tastes like, and you know what it does to your throat, oh boy. Numbing, to say the least. This morning, the Crown Princess, Minister Jorgensen, and Ms. Kanim held a meeting with the President of Fiji, Ratu Williami Katonavir. During the meeting, President Katonavir presented the Crown Princess and Minister Jorgensen with traditional gifts, including a traditional hand-woven bag made of palm fronds. Thereafter, the Crown Princess and Minister Jorgensen boarded a plane for a quick flight to the island of Vanua Levu. Soon, the Crown Princess arrived at the Savadrua AOG church compound, located near the Turketi River, where roughly 300 families from a nearby village of Nabavatu live in tents. In December 2020, a Category 5 cyclone, Yasa, destroyed the entire village of Nabavatu, ripping off roofs, flattening homes, destroying crops and livestock, gone within seconds. Since January 2021, the families who have chosen to leave the village, and let me just say many have not, have been living in industrial tents, which were provided to the Fijian government by the Australian government. As many as 4 to 6 families share one tent. As for privacy, well, it doesn't exist. During her visit, the Crown Princess and Minister Jorgensen and Ms. Kanim met with the displaced villagers, spent time with them to hear about their stories, and much more. In the evening, and back on the main island of Viti Levu, the Crown Princess and her delegation attended a dinner held in her honor and hosted by the President of Fiji in Suva. And finally, in London, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales attended dawn service on the occasion of Anzac Day at Wellington Arch. During the service, the Prince paid tribute to New Zealand and Australian soldiers who died in combat, and as he placed the first poppy wreath at the foot of the arch with a note that read, quote, "In memory of those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom," end quote. Later in the morning, His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester placed a wreath at the cenotaph in memory of New Zealand and Australian soldiers who died in combat. In the afternoon, the Duke attended a service of Thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, April 26th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, take care, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.